Vortex, a lot of people would tell me to just leave the church. They tell me to leave the church. They tell me that I shouldn't do things that I disagree with. And yeah, I agree with that to some extent. But here's the thing. There's this guy at this meeting that I attended last night who doesn't believe in God. Like, he's not naturally, like, a God guy. But he definitely believes in something now. Because he's sober. And he knows that he wouldn't be sober if it weren't for the grace of God, because he started praying even though he didn't believe in anything. He started doing something different, and he stayed sober. So he's seeing the direct results of that effort that he made to do something different. He's seeing that actually working in an effective way. Which is why I think I have such a problem with a lot of religious people and what I call country club Christianity, or cappuccino. So the cappuccino Christians, those are the Christians that try to dazzle you with the cappuccino machine that their church provides, or, you know, the flashing lights and the amp and the fuzz bass and, you know, just all the modern shit. Okay. Well, what's appealing to me about the Orthodoxy is that it's none of that. It's extremely traditional. You know, the services are the same. They just stay the same. And there's something really beautiful about that, especially right now when, like, everything is changing and like it's constantly shifting into, like, more unpredictably bad crap, you know? So it's like more and more people are joining the Orthodox Church because they're seeing how hopeless this world is. But the reason why I think that pagans have stronger faith is because they have understood, and I'm specifically talking about the ones that I know in the 12-step program. Like, my sponsor is a pagan. You know, she believes in, like, the God of nature, you know. And a lot of people I know, that's what they believe in. And that was my God for a long time as well. But I think that there are multiple paths to God. If you think that I will be smited, then, you know, that's your belief system. But I highly doubt that God would smite me over that, considering how much he hasn't smited me over. But anyway, people get real uppity about the things that they believe in, but the things that they don't believe in, you know, because they use it to, like, define them. They use it to identify themselves. And when people do that, it's very, well, it's really toxic. And so, yes, honey, I know that you're still here. Like, I totally understand why people hate organized religion. I totally understand why people have the low opinion of it that they do. I had that same opinion of it until I went into an Orthodox church. The church isn't the problem. The problem are the people in it. Just like every other church. And I don't know if I should tell my priest this. I mean, I think that I should bring it to his attention because I'm not the only one that was really uncomfortable by all of that. And I'm not uncomfortable because, oh, well, he's right about me. I'm a terrible Christian. I'm a terrible Orthodoxy person or whatever. It's like, if you've made this commitment to change your life, God's going to meet you where you are. Like, you don't have to jump through all these hoops. And I think that that's the issue that I had with it. It's like, if Jesus was hanging on the cross and he said, oh, by the way, if you eat bacon on Fridays, this isn't for you, okay? I don't think he said that. I don't think he said that. And so it's just very legalistic to me. And the legalism is a huge problem with the West. So I don't think that he meant it to come across the way that it did. But I don't know. Like, my tattoos are like a part of me. They are. They might have represented a low point in my life, but they're part of my experience. Like, I wouldn't be the person that I am today if it weren't for the person that I used to be. So this whole idea that, oh, we're supposed to cover that up because it's not Orthodox enough, you know? I just think that's complete crap. And especially for the inquirers. Say there's an inquirer that has a bunch of tattoos, and they come into the church, and they don't feel welcome because they don't see anybody that looks like them. You know? I'm for the loners. I'm for the weirdos. I'm for, like, the unabashedly mental ills. Okay? Now, obviously, I didn't take this to heart too much because I still marched my happy ass up there and I got Holy Communion, you know? And he still gave it to me. Now, he knows my situation, though. He knows that I'm schizo, so, you know, I don't really think that he gives me as hard of a time as he gives other people because I've always been really open about the things that I struggle with. But a lot of us, you know, we come with a lot of, like, guilt and shame. So it's really not helpful at all to be told that we're not worthy of taking Holy Communion because we haven't, like, adequately prepared ourselves for this gift, you know? Anyway, I had to get that off my chest because it's something that I've been thinking about a lot, and I'm not sure whether or not to confront him about it because it's like, I mean, I think that it would help him to hear that. Because I don't just, like, blindly follow authority. I mean, y'all know I hate authority so much, but, like, when it comes to the church, though, like, I do believe that, you know, people are put in certain positions for a reason. I also believe that Freemasonry exists, and secret societies exist, and the fucking Skull and Bones, and, you know, all kinds of shit that is so, like, in our face, too, but people deny it because they don't want to think that the world's that bad. They don't want to think that their church is involved in something really shady. They don't want to think that, you know, the leader of their parish is, like, doing something really fucked up with children. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying he is. But what I'm saying is that, like, that's the case with a lot of authority figures. So, I think that the reason why God put schizophrenics on the planet was so that we would question authority, because everybody else is too pussified to do that, apparently.